Well, Robbie Eagles versus Show was one of the best matches I've seen all year. I'm John Retton with my review, New Japan Pro Wrestling's Best of Super Juniors 27 Night 3 event. However, I'm going to be very busy for the next few weeks, so I'd like to offer an update on how I'm going to review the rest of this tour. And I got the calendar written down here with all the events. Basically, after night one, when they had both fields on the same show, they've been separating them. World Tag League, then Best of Super Juniors, and they've been alternating. And they're still going to do that until December 6th, when we decide who's going to be in the finals. That'll happen on December 11th. And I'm also going to review the Super J Cup event as well. So, basically, because of how busy I'm going to be, what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine both shows into one review. So, World Tag League is on the 22nd, BOSJ is on the 23rd. That review is going to be combined and up Monday evening. And then 24th and 25th, they're doing night 5 of both on separate days. That review is going to be up Wednesday afternoon. And then the 28th and 29th, they're doing night 6. And I'm going to have that one up sometime Sunday afternoon. And then the 30th is a Monday, and I'm usually pretty busy that day, so I'm probably going to have to review that way later. And then I'm going to combine it with the December 2nd show, so that will be up, Wednesday afternoon. And then the 4th and 5th for, since those are still going to be separate events, that will be up sometime Saturday evening probably. So I just wanted to update you guys on that, because I didn't want you guys to think I was forgetting about the tour. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with the rest of this, because this really did have one of my favorite matches of the year. Robbie Eagles versus Show was goddamn great. And I'm also going to have point totals at the end of this review. So we have Yuji Nagata and Gabriel Kidd versus Kojima and Honma. Typical fare here. Kidd did get in some good shots. It's great to see Nagata and Kojima in the ring. Honma should step out. Eventually, Cozy Lariat pins Gabriel Kidd. So there you go. Yuya Uemura versus El Desperado. Good enough. Yuya has gotten a chance to shine. Really has perfected that armbar. He is getting better and better with variations on how to, slap that on. El Desperado with some great groundwork here. And, poke in the eye, and then the dreaded roll-up, 1, 2, 3. So El Desperado, after beating Hiromu Takahashi, had to use a poke in the eye to beat Yuya Uemura. And that shows how high they are on Yuya, who has really improved quite a bit in the last year alone. And then we get Doki versus Taiji Ishimori. Who's the heel here? Well, it turns out that Ishimori was kind of the de facto babyface. Doki has a really good theme, and if he win more, which he didn't here, then I would actually get to hear it more often. Everybody hates the guardrail was the theme of this show, because everybody was just attacking the goddamn guardrail, or attacking their opponent, slamming them into the guardrail, or diving into the guardrail, or taking the guardrail and throwing it. Wait, Minoru Suzuki's not on this show. God forbid if he was. Not Best of Super Juniors, but if he was in World Tag, god damn, he'd just be throwing the guardrail everywhere. Nobody would be safe, especially the guardrail. Doki did use some good dirty tactics here, and there was some good submission work by both guys, because both guys are good on the ground, and Ishimori is really good in the air. Big spike daybreak DDT. Then we get a ref bump. Doki uses his pipe, but then Ishimori goes in the corner, gets the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, and stops the pipe usage, and then hits Bloody Cross eventually for 3. Then afterwards, Ishimori makes Doki feel his own pipe on his throat. That sounded a lot less dirty in my head, but I'm going to roll with it. And that pipe's all bent, too. Bent and curved to the left, which I wouldn't know anything about. Moving on. Ishimori gets the victory, which is good. After, losing to Hiromu, he's rattling off some wins, and, they're getting some good, even stuff in the field here. So this is really nice stuff. And since it's night 3, you still got a few more nights before people are going to be eliminated, even though it was pretty obvious after Kanemaru's injury and Yuga's, substitution, or being the substitute, that he was going to be the one with no points. I'd love to see him get 2 points, but he ain't going to get that. After the intermission, Master Wato with Tenzan versus Taguchi. After Master Wato and Robbie Eagles had a pretty damn good match, this one had its moments, but I like Yano's antics, because Yano's just at a certain level. He's never going to be like more than he is. Taguchi actually really can be good, and I get it. The ass jokes can be funny sometimes. The ass antics, if you will. And when in doubt, go for the ass. This review's really getting away from me, but Wato did, some good stuff. I can't buy the look. He just looks ridiculous, but he's good in the ring. Plancha by Taguchi. When he wants to, he can really wrestle. We get a nice ankle lock, variations. And then we get the tights pulled down, and Taguchi manages to get a reversal and sit on Wato's face. During a pandemic, maybe you don't do that stuff, but it is what it is. And then Taguchi once again having his ass exposed because it was so funny the last time they have to do it again. Law of Diminishing Returns. Maybe don't do that. Show versus Robbie Eagles. This was fucking fabulous. This was goddamn great. This is my favorite match of the tournament so far. I know we've got, more nights to go. This is fucking great. Just great stuff. Chaos explodes across the screen. Gross. But Show really showing up here. Robbie Eagles, great submission work. Both these guys are great on the ground, great in the air. Robbie Eagles in particular. Saw him at an indie show last year. Wish I had a chance to get a photo op with him. But, maybe sometime down the road. But guys, goddamn amazing. Great in the ground, on the ground or in the air. And the heavy kicks from Robbie, they were really heavy kicks, a couple points. We get an Asai DDT outside. I wrote, I love this because I do. It was a great goddamn match. Last ride to the knees. The turbo backpack just being snapped off was great. Arm breaker by Show. We get a pile driver, trap pile driver. The Ron Miller special and finally gets the victory. This is given a lot of time. They got to have a really good match here with a great series of reversals, and it made sense for Robbie Eagles to get the victory, and then a nice show of respect. People are going to be turning off the review already, or if they haven't already, and that was good stuff though. And then we get Hiromu versus Bushi. I enjoyed it, but after I feel like Show and Robbie Eagles probably should have closed the show, to be perfectly honest, because they cut a really good pace here. LIJ exploding, a lot of exploding and factions happening here. Some very heavy chops. Everybody hates the guardrail. There was a tope a little bit later, a Cobain drop kick into the guardrail, and then, Dynamite plunge for 2. And a nice code breaker, just out of nowhere, and then Hiromu overselling the MX on almost a Scott Hall-like level of Mania 18 when he sold the stunner. Bridge pin, how Bushi got the victory before, but no, he couldn't quite get, and then time bomb 1, 2, 3. So there you go. And now let's get to the point totals. Yuya Uemura with 0. Same with Doki. Master Wato and Robbie Eagles with 4. Show with 4. We get Bushi with 2. Taguchi, Despi, Hiromu, and Ishimori all with 4. So everything's looking good. So hopefully you guys don't mind that I'm going to be, combining these reviews. I figure it would be better because the reviews would be about, 10, 11 minutes. And I wouldn't, go too short. I wouldn't go too short when sometimes I think, when it comes to work, I need to do just a little bit. I need to, focus on my work just a little bit more. So I hope you guys understand, but I will be reviewing everything. Agree, disagree with what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.